What's up? It's Rob Cressy, and what I want to jam about today is a new perspective that I've been working on and feeling through that's very unique. And the framing of this comes on my wife being pregnant and due with our first child within the next 30 days. And the perspective that was created is creating more output by working less. And that's what I really wanted to feel into, because even though I don't have a child yet, I'm aware that I'm going to be dedicating a good amount of my time to the birth of my child and raising the child. And that's the lifestyle that I want to create for myself. So with that in mind, I'm like, all right, well, I don't want my business just to go away. So what does it look like for me to create more output by working less? Where do I need to stand for that to be true? And I'm just going to candidly share what my process is for how I am working through this. So step one is feeling into this, the belief that yes, it is possible to create more output by working less. I am a stand for that. That is part of my being. That is one of my goals. I believe that it is 100% possible because the commitment to creating more output by working less, that is what is going to help grow me. And in saying this, there's a unique dichotomy because as an entrepreneur and a creator and someone who's on fire for my life, it's very natural that I'm a very action-oriented person. I take a lot of action a lot of time. And we very much live in hustle culture where if you want to get something done, boom, work 30 hours a day every single day and go ahead and make it happen. I get it. I've already lived that life. I'm not concerned about my action. What I want to create is more power in my action by working less. So as we dive deeper into this, all right, create more output, work less. So how in the world do I do that? Well, there's a few different ways. Number one, make my systems and processes better. So if I remove myself from a situation or a business unit or a project that I have, how can I make that more powerful? And the way that I do that is by improving my systems or my processes. At the same time, when looking at my systems and processes, who do I need to add to my team to help execute those for when I remove myself from said situation? And I'll give a little insight from the day that we found out that we were having a child. Every single day, I've written down in my 10X planner how many days we have remaining until the child comes, because I wanted to be able to see that and be aware of that every single day. So that way I could maximize the amount of creating that I'm doing to prepare for that. And the number one thing that I've been working on is building better systems for my business. So the next thing relating to all of this is, all right, how can I use our child coming to actually elevate everything that I'm doing to make it help me create an even greater platform? And one of the things that I am doing around all of this is I've been creating what I'll call, but it is unnamed, a digital university around habits, routines, mindset, personal growth, and development. So why in the world am I doing this? Well, number one, this has been an idea that's just been sitting in my head for years and years and years. I've invested over the last decade so much time and effort in transforming myself from a party bro who made a lot of money, who didn't like his job and was not fulfilled, to being a self-aware growth mindset entrepreneur who builds the world in his image and wakes up happy, excited for every single day. And over that time, I've learned from some of the best of the best. And there's a key distinction between me and a lot of other people out there. A lot of people learn, but how many people learn and actually take action on it? And I think about one of my favorite quotes from one of my mentors, Ed Milet, who says, implement at the speed of instruction. And with my personal development, I implemented the speed of instruction. And as I've audited this over the last 10 years, being part of a lot of different groups and coaching programs and creating my own for both of those, one thing that I've noticed is so often a lot of these coaches or people who write books or who have podcasts, they leave a lot of value on the table. Let's say they do an hour talk where you're just sitting there taking so many notes. You're like, this was incredible. This is absolutely amazing. I can't wait to take action on all of this stuff. But what I know is that the majority of the people who are not on that call are not going to go and watch it. So there's a lot of value that's being missed there. Number two, how many people are actually going back and rewatching those calls? Very, very few of them. It's something that's part of my practice. But what I really like to do is reread my notes. So now we've got an even slimmer portion of the people who are extracting the value twice. So what's missing from this equation? And it's the way that we consume content right now. And that's in micro moments. So often we like little 30-second, 1 minute, 2 minute, 5 minute, 10 minute or less vignettes that are easily digestible. They're snackable. And when I look at my personal development over the last decade, one of the things that's been missing is snackable personal development content within a coaching program. Because sure, Instagram can give you everything that you want, but the problem is it's not a very value-added platform for, sure, we can fire hose you with all the information that you want in the world. The problem is most people aren't under the mindset of just focusing on that one thing. They're not looking at just one coach or one CEO or business leader's content at a time. Whereas when I look at how I've developed myself and my own growth, it is being very intentional about the way that I learn and I cultivate my thoughts and my mindset, that I'll do 30-minute blocks where I'm just focusing on this. And one of the things that I've said previously is success leaves breadcrumbs, where you learn from the best in the world. Hey, what are the things that they've been doing? Well, guess what? I'm taking everything that I've learned and experienced and implemented for myself and putting it into an easy to consume platform that allows anyone to know my blueprint for personal development and growth and mindset and creating anything that you want in your life. So as I'm saying, I call it Digital U. I don't know what it's going to be called when I actually do it. It's just a university of micro knowledge to make you better for people who want to get better. So it's like, all right, well, what am I going to do with this? And the first thing that I'm going to do with this is use it with my existing coaching clients that I'm working with on mindset and personal development and high performance. And what I want to do, so as I think about more output, less work, I want to be more powerful and create more impact for everyone around me and everyone that I work with. And the way that I can do that is by creating a digital platform that allows them to consume content before our coaching calls, aka creating a flipped classroom to where now I'm not just introducing concepts on our calls, but you're already aware of the concept, you're already taking action on it. Now let's talk about how you're implementing it in your life or the challenges that you're having. And this is something that I'm so excited about because it's going to allow me to scale myself while at the same time providing a lot more value to other people. So that's one of the things that I'm doing to create more output and less work. And the next perspective along these lines is business being secondary creates the most income. There's a place where I can stand in the world where I see my business not as the number one thing in my life, but secondary in my life. And doing so allows me to create more income. And this is just a perspective and way of being. And one of the things that through the coaching came through the structure that I create, freedom will be created. The more structure, the more systems, the more processes, the more freedom that I can create. And what I love about these concepts so much is they're contrarian to the way the majority of the world speaks and thinks and bees and posts on social media. That you're going to hear very few people out there saying, I'm working on creating more output by working less. The next thing that I thought about relating to this concept is, what does the word work mean to me? And when I thought about air quotes work, I thought about playing business, because where do I really love the most? What is my sweet spot? And the answer to that is, I've got coaching and creating on this side, and then I've got playing business on this side. And what is playing business? Playing business is the marketing, the optimization, the distribution, the everything that isn't what I would want to do every single day if I have an absolute blank canvas, the playing business side of things. And I understand how to play business, and I'm very great at playing business. But guess what? I don't wake up every single day looking to play business. I wake up every single day looking to create and looking to coach and help people. So now I'm starting to think about, all right, more output, work less. Well, work less for me doesn't mean I'm sitting on the couch watching Netflix. What work less could mean is I'm creating and coaching more, which is creating more output. And by design, I am doing less of the business stuff that I would rather not do. So I'm really excited about these concepts, and I just wanted to share this because this is going to be part of my journey moving forward as I feel and live and create into these perspectives of more output, less work, and business being secondary creates the most income. And when you tune yourself into a frequency like this, all of a sudden, now I'm looking for efficiencies. Now I'm looking for, well, where can I take more powerful action in what I'm doing? How can I create more impact for the clients that I'm working with? And it's something that is a process, but it's a fun one. So if this is something that resonated with you, I would love to hear from you. Or if you're someone who wants to be a more powerful creator, you want to work on your personal development, your mindset, you want to level things up, I would love to be in conversation with you. You can hit me up, rob@robcressy.com, or hit me up on all social media platforms @robcressy. I've also got a ton of resources on my website, robcressy.com, that I've created and systematized to help you create growth and impact in your life. Sending tons of good vibes your way. I hope that you have yourself an absolutely amazing rest of the day.